everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today, I am here with Sophia, and today we are going to talk about visiting a doctor.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Thank you, Sophia. Going to the doctor is very important. Everyone needs to visit a doctor sometimes.
Yes, Ryan, it is a very common activity. But for beginners, talking about health in English can be scary.
Exactly. That is why we are here today. We want to make it very easy for you.
We will use simple words. We will explain everything slowly.
Sophia, when was the last time you went to the doctor?
I went to the doctor last month, Ryan. I had a small cold.
Oh, really? Did you feel very bad?
Not very bad, just a little tired. I had a cough and a sore throat.
A sore throat means your neck hurts inside when you swallow, right?
Yes, that is true. It is a very common word when you are sick.
Wow. I'm glad you are feeling better now.
Thank you, Ryan. What about you? When do you usually go to see a doctor?
I only go when I feel sick or for a regular checkup every year.
A regular checkup is a great idea. It helps you stay healthy.
I agree. It is better to be safe.
That is true. Let us start with the first step of visiting a doctor.
Great idea. The first step is making an appointment.
Yes. An appointment means a specific time and date to meet the doctor.
Right. You cannot just walk in standard clinics. You need to call them first.
Let's talk about the words we use on the phone.
When you call, you can say, "I want to make an appointment, please."
That is a perfect sentence. It is very polite and clear.
Then the person at the desk will ask, "What is the problem?"
Yes. Or they might ask, why do you need to see the doctor?
At that moment, you need to describe your problem using simple words.
For example, you can say, I have a headache, or I have a stomach ache.
Let's look at the word ache. It means pain. A-C-H-E.
Yes, we combine it with body parts. Head plus ache is headache. Stomach plus ache is stomach ache.
That is so simple to understand. What about teeth?
Tooth plus ache is toothache. It means your tooth hurts.
That is a useful explanation, Sophia. Let's give another example.
If your ear hurts, you can say, I have an earache.
Perfect. So the word have is very important here. We use I have to show our sickness.
Yes, we use I have with a noun. I have a fever. I have a cold. I have a cough.
Let's repeat that for our listeners. I have a fever. I have a cold. I have a cough.
That sounds very natural.
If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please subscribe. It helps us make more videos for you.
Now, after you make the appointment, you go to the hospital or the clinic.
When you arrive, you see the receptionist. The receptionist sits at the front desk.
You need to check in. You can say, "Hello, my name is Ryan. I have an appointment at 10 o'clock.
That is a useful sentence. The receptionist will find your name on the computer.
Then they will say, "Please take a seat in the waiting room."
The waiting room is the area with chairs where you sit and wait for your turn.
Sometimes the waiting room has magazines or a television.
Yes, sometimes you have to wait for 10 minutes or sometimes longer.
While you wait, you might feel a little nervous. That's normal.
Oh, really? Do you feel nervous at the doctor, Ryan?
Sometimes, yes, especially if I don't know what is wrong with me.
I understand. Everyone feels a little scared of doctors sometimes.
But doctors are there to help us. They're friendly.
That is true. Soon, the nurse will call your name. They might say, Ryan, please come in.
When you walk into the doctor's room, you see the doctor.
The doctor will smile and greet you. They will say, "Hello, please sit down."
Then the doctor will ask a very common question. How can I help you today?
Or they can ask, "What brings you here today?"
What brings you here today is a beautiful phrase. It just means, why are you here?
Yes, it is a very natural way to ask.
Then you must tell the doctor how you feel. You talk about your symptoms.
Symptoms are the signs of sickness in your body, like a cough, a fever, or pain.
Let's teach some simple ways to say this. You can say, I feel sick.
Or you can say, "I don't feel well."
Yes, I don't feel well is very common and very polite.
You can also be specific. "My arm hurts," or "My throat hurts."
Notice the difference here. We say, I have a headache, but we say, my head hurts.
That is an important grammar rule. Let's explain it.
I have is followed by a noun like a headache. Hurts is a verb that follows the body part.
Exactly. "My back hurts" means my back is causing pain.
Let's give another example. My legs hurt. Why did I say hurt and not hurts, Sophia?
Because legs is plural, more than one leg. So we use hurt. For one leg, we say, "My leg hurts."
Wow, that is a great grammar tip. One leg hurts, two legs hurt.
Yes, it's a regular present tense verb rule.
The doctor will listen to you carefully. Then they will examine you.
To examine means to look at your body to find the problem.
The doctor might use a stethoscope. That's the tool they put on your chest to listen to your heart and lungs.
Yes, the doctor will say, "Take a deep breath, please."
A deep breath means you take a lot of air into your lungs and let it out.
Let's do it. Inhales and exhales, like that.
That sounds fun. The doctor will also check your temperature.
They use a thermometer to check your temperature. It tells them if you have a fever.
If your temperature is high, you have a fever.
The doctor might also look inside your mouth. They will say, "Open your mouth and say, ah."
Say ah. Every doctor says that. They want to look at your throat.
They look to see if your throat is red or swollen.
Swollen means bigger than normal because of sickness or injury.
Yes, if your throat is red and swollen, you might have an infection.
After looking at everything, the doctor will tell you the problem. They will give a diagnosis.
Diagnosis is a big word, but it just means finding the name of the sickness.
For example, the doctor says, you have the flu, or you have a cold.
The flu is like a very bad cold with a high fever and body aches.
What does the doctor do next, Sophia?
The doctor will give you a prescription for medicine.
A prescription is a piece of paper. On this paper, the doctor writes the names of the medicines you need.
You take this paper to the pharmacy. The pharmacist will give you the medicine.
Let's look at the pronunciation of pharmacy. It starts with PH, but it sounds like an F. Pharmacy.
Yes, F-A-R-M-A-C-Y sound. Pharmacy. It is the store where you buy medicine.
The doctor will explain how to take the medicine. This is very important.
They might say, "Take this pill twice a day."
Twice a day means 2 times every day, once in the morning and once at night.
They might also say, "Take this medicine after food."
Why do we take medicine after food?
Because some medicines can hurt an empty stomach, so you need to eat first.
That is true. Some medicines say, take on an empty stomach. That means before eating.
The doctor might also give you some advice.
They always say, drink a lot of water and get plenty of rest.
Plenty of rest means a lot of sleep and relaxation. No working, no running.
I like that advice. Resting is very nice when you are tired.
I agree. It helps the body heal faster.
What about you, our listeners? What do you do when you have a cold? Do you go to the doctor or do you just rest at home? Please write your answer in the comments below.
Yes, we want to read your answers. It is good practice for your English writing.
Let's look at some useful action words or verbs that we used today.
We used the verb to feel. I feel sick. The past tense of feel is felt. It is an irregular verb.
Yes, yesterday I felt bad, but today I feel better.
We also used the verb to take. Take medicine. The past tense is took, another irregular verb.
I took my medicine this morning. That is a great example sentence.
What about a regular verb? To look. The doctor looked at my throat. We just add ed at the end.
Yes, look becomes looked. That is very easy to remember.
Knowing the difference between regular and irregular verbs helps you speak better English.
Definitely. Let's talk about paying for the visit.
After you see the doctor, you go back to the front desk.
You have to pay the receptionist or show your insurance card.
Health insurance helps pay for the doctor's bill, so you don't pay too much money.
Then the receptionist will say, "Have a nice day and feel better soon."
It is always nice when they say that. It makes you feel happy.
Then you go home, take your medicine, and sleep.
That is the complete process of visiting a doctor. It is not as difficult as it looks.
If you practice these sentences, your next visit to an English-speaking doctor will be very easy.
Yes, you can even write these sentences on a piece of paper before you go.
That is a wonderful tip, Sophia. Writing it down helps you remember when you are nervous.
Today was a lot of fun, Ryan. We shared a lot of useful information.
I enjoyed our conversation today too, Sophia. I think it will really help our beginners.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to our podcast today.
See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.